So, Mr. Cameraman, there was a magician on the Titanic, right? And the magician had this bird in his act, but the problem is the bird just kept giving away always the secrets during the show. So, for example, when he made cars disappear, the bird would be like, it's up his sleeve. Another time, he made a woman disappear, and he was like, there's a trap door. And he kept giving away all the secrets. Well, eventually, the Titanic went down, and the magician found himself floating on a door in the middle of the sea, and the bird was there too. And the bird said, what'd you do with the boat? What? Too soon? Too soon. Well, hello everyone, Brian Richards here. Welcome back to my channel. I know you didn't come here to learn Titanic magician jokes. No, you actually came here to learn a magic trick, a self-working card trick as well. In fact, the trick I'm going to show you is actually done with only 3 cards. And no, it is not 3-card Monty. Maybe sometime we'll get into that, so that way you can win some money, maybe even on a ship. Well, nonetheless, let's get into today's tutorial. Here we go. For this trick, you need basically 3 cards. You can see Ace of Spades, we have the Queen of Hearts, and the Ace of Clubs. Now, what you would normally do is you would turn around and you would invite a volunteer to choose any one of these 3 cards. Now, if you're performing for a bunch of people, while you're turned around, they can point to the card so that others will know which card is selected. So let's say, for example, they point to the Ace of Spades. While your back is turned, you invite them to take the other 2 cards and to switch them. So they do that. Then you invite them to turn all the cards face down like so. Now once this is done, you turn around and you invite them to mix the cards however they want. So they mix the cards like so, and they can mix them as much as they want like this. And once this is done, all you're going to do is pick up the cards one at a time. And by looking at them, you can tell by reading their mind that the card they chose was the Ace of Spades. Pretty cool, right? All right, I'm going to show you how this trick is done. For you to do this trick, you're going to need a red queen. I'm using the Queen of Hearts. And you're going to need the 2 black aces. I suppose you could do this with any cards, really. But I do it with the black aces and a red queen. So we have the Ace of Clubs, Ace of Spades, and then the red queen, the Queen of Hearts in the middle. Now this is really important. You want to make sure the Queen of Hearts is in the middle. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn around and you're going to invite them to point to any one card, or just if it's just them by themselves, to remember one card. And then you invite them to take the other 2 and to switch them. So let's say, for example, maybe this time they choose the Queen of Hearts. What you're going to do is invite them to switch the other 2, so they go like this, and then to turn them face down like so. Then you're going to turn around and you're going to invite them to mix them up. Now, as they're mixing them up, what you want to do is keep an eye on where this middle card goes. That's going to be key. You want to know what that card is in the end. So you just follow this middle card as they're mixing them up like so. So I know the middle card is here. Once this is done, this card, whenever you pick it up, is going to tell you all the information you need to know which card they selected. Now, if when you pick it up, you see a red queen, then you know they chose that red queen. If you see an Ace of Spades, then it means that they chose the Ace of Clubs. And if you see the Ace of Clubs, then it means that they chose the Ace of Spades. So I pick this up, I see it's the Queen of Hearts. That tells me everything I need to know. I act like I'm reading their mind and I say, I think you picked this card right here. So let's do it the other way. Let's say they pick the Ace of Clubs. Again, while your back is turned, they choose that one. You invite them to take the other 2 and to mix them, to switch them. Then you invite them to turn them over like so. Again, this middle card is the card you want to keep an eye on, and I always show them how to mix them. I don't want them picking up all the cards and mixing them, because I want to be able to keep an eye on that middle card. So I say, I want you to mix them up kind of like this, okay? So again, I'm keeping an eye on that, where that middle card goes. And let's say it ends up over here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to pick these up one at a time. I see a Queen of Hearts. I see an Ace of Clubs, and in this case, I see the Ace of Spades. Now, since this is one of the aces, I know it's going to be the other ace. So since the ace of spades I'm seeing that I picked up that was over here, I know it's going to be the ace of clubs. So again, I act like I read their mind. I take out the correct card and I say, I bet you chose the ace of clubs. And that, my friends, is a super easy, so easy trick. Again, just with 3 cards. And I think this is even a trick you could repeat once or twice. And it is such a fuller. It really will fool your lay audience. So have some fun with that. And if you enjoyed this trick, do hit like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. And hey, I'd appreciate you sharing this channel with others. We had close to 300 new subscribers within the last 3 weeks. And I am so grateful for that. So again, please be sure to share this with other magician enthusiasts. Magician enthusiasts. Why can't I say that word, Mr. Cameraman? Magician enthusiasts. I said it before, but I can't say it today. I don't know why. Maybe today is not the day to say magic enthusiasts. People who like to perform magic. Why don't you share it with them? That would be great. Seriously, I don't know what's going on with the tongue. It's like, really, was it too soon for me to tell a Titanic joke?